Okay, it's Thursday the 21st of April, and this week we're getting to know Khale Costa. How are you doing, Khale? All right?
Not too bad, thanks. And yourself?
I'm good, mate, thank you. Right, just confirm, Khale, how old are you?
28.
28, where were you born?
London.
In
Enfield,
London?
Yeah.
All right, who do you support?
Liverpool.
How do you support Liverpool? If you want?
That's a hard thing. I don't know. My family members supported Liverpool, my uncles and stuff, so I just grew to like them.
Right, okay. So, we'll look at your career. Now, I think what I found out, your first club at age 11 was Fulham, is that right?
Yeah. You've done your homework.
Yeah. So, where were you playing? Where were you spotted before you got picked up for Fulham?
I got spotted in a cage. You know, like cage playing football.
Yeah.
And the scout just come over and he was watching me for a while, and I thought it was a bit weird, anyways. And then he just come over. I wanted to speak to my mum and that. And then we kind of just took it from there. I was going to like the development for a while, and then I was going to Tottenham one at the same time.
Yeah.
And then it was just like a choice. Then I just went there.
Okay. So at that age, what position were you playing?
I was still quite a winger actually.
Yeah.
I was still quite a winger. Yeah. Playing on the wing. I've been playing on the wing a lot. So yeah.
Okay. Now I think from what I found, you were there for a couple of seasons before you moved on to Luton. Is that right?
Yeah. This was like I weren't there for a couple of seasons. I was there for like. Not it weren't that as long as I thought it was.
Yeah.
And Luton was under 16. And I was there for like towards the end of the season. Didn't get offered a scholar. Went into like the college programs and worked my way back and just started playing non-league when I went where.
Okay. So your first non-league side, who would that have been? Where Town.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also I've got down here Hanwell, Hendon a couple of times. Harlow.
Yep.
Concord.
Yep.
St Albans.
Yep.
Tunbridge.
Yep.
Dover.
Yeah.
Okay. So, when you were at Fulham, when you first started out, what were your thoughts getting picked for? Which division were they in at the time when you were?
I think they were in the Prem.
Premier. So, what was your thoughts?
It was like a school, so it was to do with like I wasn't the only one in the area as well.
Right.
Like from like the school that was going there. So at the time, like Fulham's academy was like it was like they were kind of like refreshing it. It was like, and we would just go in there like every week, like Tuesday, Thursday, and then I think on a Friday I used to go to Tottenham. So
right.
And that was like when I was about 11. So
in those early days, were there any future starlets that are now made their name somewhere?
The only ones I remember was at Luton was Cauley Woodrow.
Yeah.
He plays for, I think he's at Barnsley.
Barnsley.
Yeah, the striker. He was there. There was like that team was very good. If I'm honest, that Luton team was very good. There was people that were just getting picked up. Like a boy got picked up for Liverpool.
Yeah.
And there were just people just getting like moves. So a lot of players like got bought around that time. So there was a lot of talent at that time. So I wasn't really surprised when I didn't get offered the scholarship or anything.
That was going to be my next question. Was it disappointing to be left?
No, I wasn't really surprised. You kind of expect these things.
Yeah.
And I just had to accept that at the time. We weren't good enough.
Okay. So you moved to semi-pro 17, I've got down. Is that right? About age 17?
Yeah, you could say that. I wouldn't say it was semi-pro. It was like just Saturday football.
Yeah.
Just playing football. And then I went. Then that's when after I went to Ware.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't ask you that. Were you working at the same time? What were you doing job-wise?
I was in college. So
Yeah.
I was in college. And then I started working in like a William Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just playing for fun. We weren't really serious.
So did you choose Ware because that's the level you have to go and play, or was it something you just wanted to just play football and it's quite close to where you lived? Or?
What happened was I was playing for Broxbourne, that was right near my house.
Right,
and the manager there, he got the job at Ware, and he was like, look, they're in like a relegation battle. Look, like, do you want to come and like play like a couple of the boys? And we was just like, yeah, come. So we came. We ended up staying up. It was like Mission Impossible as well, and we stayed up. And I was there for about 2-3 years. I was there for a little while.
Yeah.
And then I branched out to Hendon. One of my best friends actually got picked up for Hendon the season before, and was like, they keep asking about you, like, why do you want to come down and stuff? And I was like, oh, I don't really mind. Like, he's like, no, come in the summer. So anyways, I went there and I ended up signing for Hendon. And then while I was there, because I weren't really playing as much, I thought I just want to play football.
Yeah.
and that's when I went on loan to Hanwell.
Yeah.
And I played really well. Came back to Hendon and played a few games, and then Harlow Town came in. Went to Harlow, hit the ground running. Was really good there. And got like a really bad injury. It sounds bad. Like it wasn't that bad when I think about it, but it was like a bruised bone.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I just like every time I'd done anything, I just felt it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't play and stuff. And when I finally got back to playing a couple months after, I couldn't get in the team. And the Hendon manager reached out to me and said, "Come back for the last 10 games of the season, for example." Played really well, and then I got a move again to Concord at the end of the season. So yeah.
So what are your best memories? Which did you enjoy your spell most in that non-league period? Do you have a better goal scoring season somewhere than anywhere else, or?
I would say I really enjoyed it at Concord. Like really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'd say St Albans was a bit tough for me because it was like I was in and out of the team, and I didn't feel like I should have been. But that's football. And Tonbridge was I really enjoyed Tonbridge because just of the support, the manager, everything. I really enjoyed it, but it was just a shame that the 2 years I was there, the season kept getting like curtailed because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would have really liked to have seen what I could have done in like a season there.
So did you play in that Tonbridge thrashing the Braintree?
Yeah.
That was 6 something.
Yeah. I played in that. Yeah.
Yes. Let's move on.
Yeah. I enjoyed that as well.
So who's the best manager you worked with?
I'd say it's probably got to be. As a person, I think it's Steve McKim.
Mm-hmm.
As a manager, I think it's Hessenthaler, Andy Hessenthaler at Dover, and I would say Adam Flanagan at Concord.
So what sort of manager was Hessenthaler? I mean, he was a very combative midfielder in his day. So
so I've heard. Yeah, he's just very detailed. So I know people don't think he was detailed, but he's very detailed. Like he taught me different things in my game. I was only there for maybe 9 months or so, but he taught me just little details of my game that I never really thought of before. And when he opened it up to me, I was like, wow, like very like intricate stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like very detailed, and he just made me watch things and made me analyze and started playing me in positions I've not really played in ages. So yeah, it was good.
Right. And then obviously at Dover, got a bit of a heavy penalty, didn't they? So were you there at the time when that was imposed, and what was the feeling around the camp? Did players want to lead? Did players want to fight for it, or what was the situation there?
I wasn't there when they got it.
Right.
I signed after, but the belief was that we could actually go and get rid of this points and go and do something. We're not expected to, so it was nice, but yeah, like I thought we could have went and done it, but it didn't work out like that. But everybody was quite like. I have to say it's been one of the supporting teammates I've ever had in my life. Like in terms of like just as a group, there was no eggs. There was like literally like everybody was just positive and everyone was quite supportive. It was really like really good. It was sad when I had to leave because I was leaving good teammates, but then I had to leave for myself. So it was sad, but I hold them high up.
Right. And then was that moved to here?
Yeah, that was here.
So what was the draw here then?
I came on loan first.
Yeah. And
I done really well on loan, and I went back and I still wasn't playing as much as I wanted to. So, I was just like to the manager at Dover look, if I'd rather go back out on loan, and if I want to go and play football, and he said, look, I'd love to let you go on loan, but unfortunately the club's saying you can't.
Right.
And I was just like, all right, well, what can I do then? And he's like, I don't know. So I was like, I'd rather just leave because I'll just get a clear head and just go and play football somewhere and just enjoy my football.
Yeah.
And the gaffer here just came and I played with him when we was at Ware, so he knows me very well. He knows me on the personal level.
Yeah.
So he reached out and I was just like, do you know what? To play for you, I'd come and do it.
So that's interesting. You said you played with him at Ware because me and him had a talk pre-season about his playing career. How would you say he was as a player?
As a player?
Yeah.
Just as he is as a manager.
Yeah.
Like very. You said the Hessenthaler is quite combative and he's very similar in terms of he just doesn't stop running, doesn't stop working, tackles, but then he's got quality as well. He actually had quality, so he could dictate games sometimes. So there'll be games where you know, like he'll put his foot on the ball and start playing football and start dictating and then just win the ball and just laying it off simple, or he might play a longer. He was very good, very combative, like very, and he's just someone that if someone went through me, for example, I was quite like a tricky player, so if someone went through me, he was definitely backing me up, and he's going through that same guy like when he gets a chance. So yeah, he was very, very combative.
And he also said in that chat with me at pre-season that he couldn't understand why managers didn't pick him.
He couldn't understand.
He could understand why managers.
Yeah. He was.
Wait.
Although with me, he never got a red card. He never got a red card. He'd pick up yellows, but that was his position. He was a holding midfielder, but he never got sent off. That's one thing I can say. When I played with him, he never got sent off. And also where we was at Corey Davidson was playing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like me, him, and Corey Davidson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. We had a really good team. So yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. And obviously, since you've been here, you've been beset by injury. What was the injury that kept you out so long?
I had a hip injury, and then I returned too early, and just trying to be keen, and it went again. So you know, the gaffer was good as gold with me. He just said, "Look, go away, like get it right, and you come back and you'll play again. Like you know, we know your quality." And he's been good as gold. Like he just lets me play, and that's all I've wanted to do this whole season.
Okay. Hopes for the rest of the season. We've got 4 games left. We're playing Oxford Saturday. If we win, and Billericay don't, we know we're in this division for another season. But
we will win, and we will be in this division for next season. I'm overly confident about it. Gaffer would not let that happen. I would let it happen. None of the team, with MJ, like everyone, we won't let that happen.
Right, that's what we're not here. And for yourself, what will be hopes for next season? You want to be here again, or?
Yeah, like literally, I'm happy to be here. Like I just want to enjoy football again. So I've not enjoyed football. I've had 2 cut-off seasons, but the season of not playing. You know, I just want to enjoy football again. You know?
Brilliant. Khale, that's it. Thanks very much for your time, mate.
Cheers.